Hey guys, don't have a question for you this week, but someone put a comment on one of my videos and they said, you're a guy's dream, a woman who can't say no to sex. I don't think you're sick or bad. And though that's very nice, and I'm glad that some people can see it in a positive light, there are certainly instances where a woman who can't say no is a bad thing, or anyone who can't say no is definitely a bad thing. And I was thinking about that last night. And I was out at a restaurant with some friends, and this dude walks in, and I run into this guy everywhere, and it's so humiliating. So I'm going to share a story, an embarrassing story, that is a light description of why it's not good with a woman who can't say no. There are definitely some darker stories as well, but here's a light one where only my pride was hurt. I'll try to do the short version. I was out with a buddy and his coworkers, and I look down the bar, and there's this really good-looking guy. And I was like, oh no, that guy's so good-looking. What am I supposed to do now? And they were like, you gotta go talk to him. And I'm like, no way, there's no chance I'm talking to that guy. He's way too good-looking. And they were like, Jace, go do it. And I'm like, what am I supposed to say? Hi, I'm Jace. I think you're good-looking. I'd like to buy you a beer. And they were like, oh my God, yes, go tell him that. He'll love it. Just go do it. And they're like, go do it. And finally, okay, fine. So I go. And I walk up, and there's these two guys, the really good-looking one on the right, and the other one's not, like, terrible, but not my jam. But, so I say, hi, this is embarrassing, but, I'm Jace. I think you're really good-looking. Can I buy you a beer? And they were like, what? Like, let us buy you a beer. Who are you? Like, what are you doing talking to us? And, like, they were really nice and very hospitable, and we ended up hanging out for a good part of the night. And drinking and talking and flirting and whatever, and the really good-looking guy's from out of town visiting his friend who lives here. And as the night goes on, bars are closing down and everyone wants to keep drinking. So I say, why doesn't everyone, come to my house, because I have a full bar? But what I'm thinking is, oh my gosh, we've been like flirting and chatting, and I'm interested in this guy, and this guy's interested in me, and he's receptive. Is it possible that I have a real-life organic three-way on my hands? Very hard to orchestrate. I've tried to be in this situation many times. It's not easy. So I'm like, we should go back to my house, thinking, we'll talk more, we'll get an energy going, see what we can happen. So I ride with them. Yeah, ride with strangers to my home. Super good idea. That way I can show them the way, and I hadn't driven my car. And it turns out no one else comes. So here are the three of us sitting in my living room alone, having a drink, and I'm trying to feel it out, trying to see what I can get going, and it kind of gets to the point where, like, it's pretty awkward, and it's kind of do or die time, and the really good-looking one is like, well, we should get going, all this stuff, and I'm like, no, and my addict in me is like, no, definitely not, like, getting that desperate feeling, but I'm trying to play it cool, and try to persuade them in whatever I can. Doesn't work. They fix to leave. I think I try to pull some move at the door, and he's like, I feel so bad. I've had so much fun, but actually I have a girlfriend where I live, and I shouldn't have, flirted back, whatever. And I'm like, oh, dang it. Like, that, why did you? A wasted night I was feeling. But then his friend kept being like, oh, yeah, like, we should get your number, or, why don't you give me your number since I live in town? And I'm like, oh, yeah, I gave it to your friend. Maybe next time he's in town we can all hang out. And I'm, like, trying to make it clear that I have no interest in the friend. As a package deal, okay, I could get that going, but solo, I'll pass. So, whatever, they finally leave, and I'm turning all the lights off, and I'm about to go upstairs, and I hear a knock on the door. I'm like, what is this? Open the door, and it's the friend. He says nothing. He just steps inside and starts making out with me. And I think, okay, I guess this is happening. Fine. Might as well get something out of it, or why not? Or I've done worse things with worse people, so whatever. I guess this is fine. And we go upstairs, and the whole time I'm like, oh, I don't want to be in this situation. I have no interest in this guy. I'm really uncomfortable. I really don't want to do this. But I just keep doing it anyway. I don't want it to be awkward. I don't want to hurt his feelings. Part of me is like, oh, at least I'll still get laid at the end of the night. All that work put in, might as well get something out of it. And things progress quickly, as they do. So he starts... I don't know, there's no nice way to put this. He starts going down on me, and I'm not sitting there, I'm laying there, and I'm thinking like, I really don't want this going on. This is so uncomfortable. What do I do? How do I get out of it? It's way too late now. You can't tell someone mid-oral, like, ooh, no thank you, I'm gonna pass. And I'm thinking this, and then out of nowhere, he stands up and goes, I'm so sorry, I have to leave. I got it. I have to leave. I have to go. I'm so sorry. I'm leaving. And I'm just like, I think I actually went, oh my God. And I'm like, oh, yeah, okay, yeah, sure. And like part of me is like, oh, thank God, because I really didn't want to be in that situation. And the other part of me is like, oh my gosh, what just happened? What did I do? Like, am I really gross? Or like, what is the scenario? Either way, he gets his things and he leaves. And I never talk to him again, but I see him all over town. And it's humiliating every single time. And part of me wants to be like, hey, do you remember that time that you came to my house and half gave me oral and then quit in the middle of it and ran off? Why? And the other part of me just wants to throw up and disappear and not be in that situation anymore. So that is a not great, but mostly just embarrassing thing that happens when you are a woman who doesn't say no to sex, even when you want to, which is not a good thing. So, thank you for what I think was a compliment, but saying no is a really good thing. It's a really positive thing and something that should be respected. So, that's all I have this week. Sorry if that was uncomfortable, but have a good weekend. I'll see you guys next time. Of course, you can find my videos here on YouTube. You can check out my website, suddenlycelibate.com. I am on Twitter at JaceSexAddict. I'm on Facebook. I'm all over the place.